Sound has a look all its own, but it never looked like much on a home video cassette recorder because it never sounded like much. Until now, Sony introduces the biggest breakthrough in home video since we invented it, Sony Beta Hi-Fi. At last, a VCR that, hooked up to your stereo system, transforms the home video experience into the home theater experience and is fully compatible with all existing Beta tapes. There's an incredible technological story behind it, but to really appreciate Beta Hi-Fi, just sit back, relax, and open your eyes and ears to a new world of home entertainment.
A tape of this quality deserves to be played in the most sophisticated of systems. Because Sony Premium Tape has more music, where other tapes have distortion and hiss. Sony Audio Tape. It's the closest you can get to music.
Well, I see you've gotten this far. That means you probably know how to turn me on and put a disc onto me. You might even know how to find a specific program like this one you're watching. Now, that's great. What's that? You say you didn't turn me on? Someone did it for you. Well, then it's time to begin your education. To get me going, you start by pressing the power button on my front. Now, I need about 3 minutes to warm up, so you might as well leave me on all day. I won't overheat. Now, don't forget to turn on my TV monitor, too. Also, turn to the correct channel. In your area, it'll be one channel that's not used, usually 3 or 4. And my TV VDP selector must be on VDP. To play a disc on me, press the cover open button and lift my cover. Put a disc on my spindle and press the 2 tabs labeled lock until they click. Close my cover and press play. Here I go. In a short time, you'll see the index appear on my screen. Select the program you want. The name of this program is How to Use DiscoVision. As you can see, it's number 300 on the index. I'm going to stop now. I'll continue when you press the numbers 300 and press my Run Index button on my touchpad. Come on now, like this, 300, Run Index. Now, you do it. Ah, thank you. That's better. Now that you know how to find and start a program, we can continue. You can do more than just run total programs with me. You can run pieces of a program, too. For instance, each of my programs is sub-indexed. That means that if you're showing your customer a LeSabre and they ask about engines, you can go directly to my LeSabre engine section, like this. Here's the main index of this side of the disc. Notice the 4th line. Press 4 for LeSabre detail indexes. That's the one we're looking for. See, it says LeSabre detail index, and right there, number 4 again, it says engines. So, push number 4 on the touchpad again and watch what happens. Pretty neat, huh? Right to the exact part of the LeSabre program you wanted to show your customers. Later on, you can practice this yourself. I can do some other things you probably should know about. For instance, I can go very fast, or I can go very slowly. Let me show you how to make me do these things. If you push my scan button while I'm playing, I'll race through a whole side in about 5 seconds. Usually it's better to push my stop button first. Then push my scan button, and I go through a disc in more like 30 seconds. That's a much more useful speed for scanning. Later on, you can try it. I promise to tell you how to make me go in slow motion. To do that, just hit my slow forward button on my touchpad. By the way, when I'm in slow motion, you won't hear any sound because
I'd be talking like this.
you can also make me go slow motion in reverse, too. Down here is a slide control that makes my slow motion go either really slow or almost at regular speed. You'll have fun with this later. After you're finished showing something in slow motion, just push my play button and I'll resume normal speed with sound. I can also go 1 frame at a time. Just push the step forward button and I'll go forward 1 frame or back 1 frame each time you push the button. Again, to resume normal play, just push my play button. Now, let's see. Fast, slow, 1 step at a time, indexes and sub-indexes. You're an expert. Now, what do we do with all this newfound skill? I'm at my best in situations where I can show your customers something they can't see for themselves by looking at your floor models. For instance, I can clarify front-wheel drive, or technical matters, or fuel efficiency, or anti-corrosion measures. I can also make a car look pretty good. I can explain things. Let me show you. Suppose a customer asks,
Excuse me, I didn't understand what you meant about, converter clutch. Could you run that by me again?
Sure. In fact, I'll even show you. Could you step over here a minute? This is our DiscoVision TV system. We use it to demonstrate things. For instance, the torque converter. Ah, yes.
the engine and drivetrain lock up in a 1-to-1 ratio, reducing fuel wasting.
Did you understand that, ma'am?
Well, no, not really.
Well then, let me just back it up and play it again in slow motion. Now, see? You see how it locks together?
Oh, yes, now I do.
The question is, did you get it? The salesman looks smart because he used the DiscoVision easily and proficiently. And with practice, you will too. You can check your expertise by playing the sales quiz for each car program. Of course, I'll let you know if you get a wrong answer. But keep practicing, because when you're familiar with everything on this disc, then you'll have no trouble using it to make demonstrations to your customers, or your would-be customers. Actually, there's nothing hard about using me. I'm no more complicated than your calculator. Oh, you're still doing arithmetic with a pencil? Well, you can't please everybody. Okay, one last thing. How to turn me off. Hey, not yet. Let me explain myself first. All you do to turn me off is push my reject button. When you do that, my disc rejects itself. Push my cover open button and lift my cover. And wait for my disc to stop spinning. When you hear me click, you can remove the disc. Ready to try it? Okay. Start by pushing my reject button.
You're watching Sleepcore. Pleasant dreams.
the years, RCA Victor has built a tradition of continually introducing new ideas and products to bring new thrills and pleasures to millions in home entertainment. In keeping with that tradition, RCA Victor now offers a completely new development for new listening enjoyment with tape. Watch this. How long do you think it takes the average person to take off one tape and thread in a new one? 2 2/5 seconds? 32 1/5? Or 1 minute and 10 seconds? Let's find out. Ready, set, go. 2 2/5 seconds exactly. How did she do it? Here's how. The new RCA Victor conceived, developed, and designed tape cartridge for easy magazine loading to make playing a tape as simple as or even easier than playing a record. Simple, convenient, practical. The first truly sensible approach to tape. But that's only part of the story. The new cartridge cuts basic tape costs to 1/4 of what they used to be for the same playing time. And here's how. The old reel-type stereo tapes carried 2 soundtracks, one for each speaker system. The new cartridge tape carries not just 2, but 4 tracks. 2 in each direction for stereo, or 4 tracks for monaural, giving twice the playing time for the same length of tape. For monaural home recording, all 4 tracks can be used, giving 4 times the playing time, giving you more uninterrupted music than is possible from a full stack of 45 RPM records on an automatic phonograph. And there's even more. On the old type tape recorders, the slowest speed at which music could be satisfactorily recorded and played was 7 1/2 inches per second. But now, high-fidelity music at the new low speed of only 3 3/4 inches per second, made possible by the development of precision-controlled RCA Victor sound heads and precision-balanced motors, the product of 4 1/2 years of research, and to be manufactured in RCA Victor's own Cambridge, Ohio factory. 1 whole hour of stereophonic music or 2 hours monaural in a single tape cartridge. In the past, stereophonic tapes like this one gave about 36 minutes of music and cost about as much as 3 LP records. But with the new tape cartridge with easy magazine loading, living stereo will be available at a cost of a little more than 1 LP record. Along with the new tape cartridge goes a complete line of brand new RCA Victor tape cartridge recorders and players in a complete price range to put the ultimate in high fidelity music listening and home recording pleasure within the reach of everyone. All models both play and record, while all the stereo semi-automatics and fully automatic models record stereophonically as well as monaurally, bringing the new thrill of living stereo to home recording. All models feature a fast forward action as well as a fast reverse for editing and selection. All models also feature an automatic shutoff that turns off the machine when the tape has finished playing. The tape is now completely rewound, ready for playing. No need for rewinding. The new tape cartridge is at all times ready for play. The new RCA Victor Deluxe models include the completely automatic features of reversing and shutting off, playing up to 2 hours of music at the push of one button, making it unnecessary even to turn the cartridge over. Presto, tape reversed, sound head switched to the B track, all without the touch of a hand. And now some more features of the dramatically new RCA development. For easy, convenient indexing, you have first the footage counter, giving you an indication at all times of how much tape has been recorded or played. Second, 2 conveniently located windows to provide a further visual check on how much tape remains on each reel. Third, for easy reference, the first side of each selection is labeled A, while the second side is labeled B. Conveniently packaged in a rugged polystyrene case that keeps the tape protected against damage. A package actually containing twice as much music as is found on the conventional 7-inch pre-recorded tape reel. All in one small, neat cartridge that does not need a spare second reel for winding and rewinding. A simple brake holds the reels firmly, prevents tape unwinding and fouling in shipment or handling. Virtually foolproof. When the cartridge is magazine loaded in position to play, the brake is automatically released. Two easily removable screws permit the cartridge to be opened to edit or repair the tape. No need to worry about your pre-recorded music tapes being accidentally erased. It can't happen. All cartridges include a special feature that makes accidental erasure of pre-recorded tapes impossible. So simple, so convenient, so practical, so easy to use, and with all the unquestioned advantages of tape. Now ready to move the tape recorder out of the closet and into the living room where it belongs, as part of the newest and most exciting home entertainment center for the entire family. One more keenly significant example of RCA's aggressive leadership, playing a vital role in developing a dramatic new product to further and advance a great new industry, the tape cartridge.
You're about to see the Me TV, the Sony Watchman. It's the She TV, the Luigi TV, the first truly personal TV, the Sleepy TV, the world's first flat-screen television, just over an inch thick, or is it thin? And one even has an AM/FM radio, the Referee TV, the Sony Watchman TV, the one and only TV for the one and only you.
Top record producer Hugh Padgham has been using digital sound to capture the music of groups like Dream Academy, as well as Paul McCartney and Phil Collins, for some time now. Like other producers, he started using the technology about 5 years ago.
The quality is what we call professional quality. I mean, it's superb. The cynics say they can hear that it's not as good as a good analog recording, but it's very, very good.
Until recently, when the master tapes produced in recording studios were transferred onto vinyl discs or compact cassettes, some of the quality was lost. Then, 4 years ago, compact discs arrived. Unlike vinyl or compact cassettes, they too carried digital recordings. The music is coded into microscopic bumps in the surface of the disc 44,000 times per second. At home, the code is scanned by a laser beam and turned back into music. Music of the same quality that Padgham can achieve in his studio.
In this plant, EMI presses thousands of compact discs every day, from Queen to Verdi. The process is so sensitive to dirt that everyone has to wear protective clothing. Until now, this has been the highest of high technologies for bringing music into everyone's living room. But now, there's a threat.
It comes from video technology. Japanese companies like Aiwa and Panasonic have taken the digital tape technology of video recorders, miniaturized it, and are now launching it as digital audio tape, DAT. It's tiny, runs for 2 hours, and although the recorder will cost £800, the quality is exceptional.
The quality of recording that we spend a long time trying to get in the studio is now available in anybody's home, which is great because for years we've spent you know, months in the studio making a record, and then by the time it ends up on a record in the shop, you know, you usually lost quality, and now the quality is going to stay all the way there, which is great.
The quality may be great, but in the music business, DAT is causing a huge rumpus. The largely European manufacturers of compact discs say that people who buy DAT will use their recorders to copy from compact discs, infringing their copyright and cutting their sales.
Well, it will escalate the problem of private copying, which is already tremendously important. You know that private copying represents something like, overall in Europe, 300% of the legitimate market. And in the United Kingdom, it's considered to be 700%. That's copies made at home of 700% more than copies sold legitimately in the stores like HMV.
Some people in the music industry are making really dire prophecies of the impact of DAT on the death of recording even. I mean, how do you treat that?
Well, they've been doing that ever since I can remember. They did it about ordinary cassette tape, and because they treated cassette as the enemy. Then they started to treat it as the friend and started to release recordings on cassette tape. And we now have more pre-recorded cassette tapes sold in Britain than LP discs. I mean, the record industry has the answer in its own hands. All it has to do is reduce the price of compact discs, which at around £12 a time are ludicrously overpriced.
The record industry is trying to persuade the European Commission and the American Congress to act against DAT by forcing manufacturers to build in spoilers that will prevent them recording from compact discs.
There needs to be an anti-piracy device, a spoiler within the machine, but I don't think we should prevent the consumer entirely from copying if he wants to, but if the consumer wants to copy, he should pay for it.
How can you arrange, though, the collection of that payment?
I think it's feasible to have a two-tier structure whereby you can have a copyable CD, let's say, and a non-copyable CD, and you pay...
To ask the Japanese to build circuitry into their tape recorders, which make them recorders which won't record, is asking rather a lot. Not surprising, the Japanese aren't cooperating.
After months of sampling rental tapes all over Portland, the film security agents of the motion picture industry marched into Movie World on Northeast Sandy Boulevard this afternoon. A U.S. Marshal presented the manager with a writ of seizure and impoundment. That empowered the officials to confiscate all the videotapes they believed to be copies, that is, illegally copied from the original motion picture releases. The film agents found 129 apparently illegal tapes here. When the owners of Movie World were summoned, their explanation was that they had not copied the movies, but that is the way they purchased them from a distributor whom they would not identify. The label on the tape says it is from Videotech, a distributor unknown to the motion picture companies. But even some of Movie World's customers were suspicious.
Tape was, they were okay. The quality was okay, except for the first part of the one movie. It was real fuzzy.
For the afternoon, at least, Movie World closed its business. Film security officials say a retailer doesn't have to know he is renting a pirated movie. Doing it unknowingly under civil law still allows a $10,000 penalty, $50,000 if you do it on purpose. And rental tape piracy is apparently a sizable part of the problem.
Retail stores that are actually the ones who are duplicating the authorized cassettes for their rental programs. And the problem is it's nationwide. It's not limited to any particular area.
The problem certainly isn't isolated to one store in Portland. The film security raid moved on to Video World at 189th and East Burnside. Here they picked up a couple of dozen more fraudulent movies. The seizure order also allowed the confiscation of equipment which might be used to duplicate the tapes. Several video recorders were impounded, as well as a big screen TV. The Film Security Office estimates the movie makers lose $700 million a year to video piracy. Those who are caught are usually turned in by customers who spot poor quality tapes or by other video retailers who don't like their prices undercut by the pirates. The two stores hit in Portland, Oregon today are the first in a long chain of alleged video pirates, which the Film Security Office says it will raid across the country soon. Randy Ripplinger reporting, Channel 2 News.
You are witnessing the ultimate miniaturization of the cassette player. The creation of microcircuitry, the smallest motor of its kind. The reinvention of the wheel, the chassis, the case. You are witnessing the birth of the Super Walkman from Sony. Never has so much genius been coaxed into so little space.
enter Sony's $25,000 sweepstakes, look for this display at your Sony dealer.
Imagine this, a home theater system with digital video that's twice as sharp as standard VHS tape and even better than a Laserdisc. Imagine that same system with audio that brings movie theater Dolby Digital surround sound into your living room. Imagine movies that may offer soundtracks in up to 8 languages or subtitles in 32 languages, opening up a world of foreign movies to your collection. You might select your screen aspect ratio or switch between different viewing angles, and someday you may even choose from several different endings. If you can imagine all this, you can imagine DVD, digital video disc made possible by Panasonic, the next format that unifies video, audio, and computing applications. And it's not in the distant future. You're watching it right now, and it's here for you. DVD is the ultimate in digital technology. It's the size of a regular compact disc, but it can hold 8.5 gigabytes of information on a single side. That's more than 5,000 floppy disks or 14 CDs. This is the most advanced system on the market, backed by major Hollywood studios and computer industry leaders. It's the new standard for quality and convenience in home entertainment. DVD means exceptional picture quality. The difference between DVD and VHS is clear. With up to 500 lines of resolution, you'll see striking picture clarity and vibrant, realistic color. The magic island of Tahiti comes alive. Feel like you're there? That's the idea. And random access lets you jump right to where you want to be over and over again. It's fast, it's convenient. The visual benefits of DVD are just the beginning. The audio technology uses the film industry's most advanced system, Dolby Digital AC3 surround sound, which means you don't just hear sound, you're right in the middle of crystal clear dialogue and continuously moving sounds, engaging your senses in realistic audio never before experienced in home theater systems. AC3 5.1 channel surround sound offers 6 discrete channels of audio accommodating a center speaker, left front, left surround, right surround, and a dedicated subwoofer channel. Listen to this DVD sound demo. Keep in mind the total effect depends on the system that you're watching right now. But even with the most basic home theater setup, you'll still hear CD quality sound. And you hear a surround sound effect even with a Dolby Pro Logic setup. As long as you're entering the world of DVD, why not jump in with the company that made this new industry standard possible? We developed an all-new laser pickup system that reads DVD discs as well as a dual-focus hologram lens that ensures compatibility with your existing library of music CDs and video CDs. Plus, Panasonic perfected the bonding technology, which fuses 2 thin DVD discs together, doubling the capacity and creating enough room for 2 full-length movies on a single side. Let's look at the great features you'll get with the Panasonic DVD players. No matter which one you choose, you get up to 500 lines of video resolution and CD quality sound. DVD also offers high-speed random access, which means you can jump to the spot you want instantly. And because it uses a laser pickup, there's no wear on the disc, and you'll get the same high-quality picture and audio no matter how often you play it. And that's just the beginning. DVD has the capability for multilingual soundtracks.
So you stay here, okay? I know, Mommy, I'm 9. Reste ici, d'accord?
Multiple viewing angles. You call the shots with your remote control. And selectable screen aspect ratios, so you can watch the movie the way the director intended it to be. In addition to all these performance features, the DVD A100 player has AC3 sound capability when used with an optional decoder. The player also comes with a full-function remote control. The DVD A300 Deluxe model comes with a built-in AC3 decoder, joystick remote, and shuttle control dial. In addition, it includes a karaoke function with digital echo. Now that you know what DVD is and what it does, let's see what you need to get one up and running in your home theater. Here are 3 possible setups for you to enjoy DVD. For a really good basic setup, just hook up a Panasonic DVD player to your TV set. No special equipment is necessary. Even if you only use the TV's existing speaker system, you'll benefit right away with the awesome digital video and digital sound. It's a minimal investment to gain entry into the world of DVD. An even better system is the DVD A100 player or DVD A300 with a Dolby Pro Logic surround system. This will give you conventional 5-channel surround sound. Of course, the bigger your TV, the more you'll appreciate the digital video technology. A 27-inch or 32-inch screen would be ideal. You may even consider a projection TV. This setup represents the ultimate in high-end home theater. 6 separate channels of audio that surround you with the same realism that you expect to hear in a movie theater. To bring this experience into your living room, start with the DVD A100 player and AC3 decoder, or a DVD A300 deluxe player with built-in decoder. Add an AC3 ready receiver, a high-end 6-speaker system, and top it off with a 35-inch Panasonic super flat television or 60-inch projection TV. Now you've got the best AV system available, short of going out to the movies or buying your own movie theater. But remember, the operative word in home theater is home. It's the excitement of having cutting-edge digital technology at your fingertips. The best entertainment system imaginable in your own living room. Imagine that.